are now tuned in to my main man Dubs. If you want that garbage, go somewhere else. If you want that music that matters, he came to the right spot.
What up, kid?
Hey Dub, talk to him.
This is not for the weak-hearted. Ever since the beat started, the flow switched up from...
But plenty of work to do yet.
Some big news coming out today from the world of boxing regarding Dillian Whyte, and that is that he will fight the winner of a Fury-Wilder 3. Bob Arum's saying that fight, the Fury-Wilder 3, could happen in February, all dependent on crowds. What are you hearing, Eddie?
Well, I'm hearing, what we hoped the WBC would enforce, which is the promise that that fight has to happen. The official date is before the end of February 2021. Now, obviously, if Wilder Fury takes place in December, maybe that gets pushed back a little bit. But great news for Dillian Whyte, who's been pushing so hard, fully deserves this shot, more than any fighter in boxing. Forget the heavyweight division. But he does have business to attend to on August 22nd against Alexander Povetkin. That makes that fight even more dangerous. But as far as we're concerned, Fury-Wilder must happen this year. And if it doesn't, we're ready to go with Whyte against Fury, subject to him beating Povetkin in a couple of weeks' time.
A lot of people will be asking, what about AJ? Where does that leave him?
Well, AJ's going to box in December, and he won't box again till June or July of next year. So there's plenty of time to fit in that mandatory defence. AJ himself may have a mandatory defence against Alexander Usyk if Derek Chisora doesn't upset the odds in that fight. So plenty of hurdles to overcome. But certainly for Dillian Whyte, who's been pushing so hard for a world championship shot, this makes the Alexander Povetkin fight look even more vital.
Absolutely brilliant.
Those are the words of Eddie Hearn as he reacts to Dillian Whyte's mandatory. And he said, well, hey, if there's no fight there, we're willing to go right now. We can fight in fight camp. Why not? And for someone like Dillian Whyte, I believe that Dillian Whyte is a guy that has earned his spot. But I think his only downfall is being ready unexpectedly. I think Dillian Whyte should always be in shape. I think he should have the Floyd Mayweather, Vladimir Klitschko mentality when it comes to staying in shape, because in this world of boxing, what's constant is change. Something always changes in boxing. We had Lomachenko Lopez damn near off. Now it looks like it's back again, right? We thought that we would have Wilder Fury in December, but now it looks like they're pushing that to February. So if I'm Dillian Whyte and I know the cards are stacked against me and I have to really work and bust my own hump and carry my own weight and make a way for myself, I think the best thing for Dillian Whyte to do is to stay in shape, okay? I've learned that from his shortcomings in the Marius Whack fight, right? He looked like the Black Michelin Man. I'm sorry. I like his fighting, but he was very, very well out of shape. And I think and I feel he should be better, and he would have made a better statement, and he would have put the stank on it if he would have came in there and willing to do what he knew he could do, okay? Because he did beat Marius Walk. It's just Marius Walk was game, but let me tell you, if Walk had power, Whyte would be upset, and we wouldn't be having this conversation at all. Why? Because Dillian Whyte was out of shape. I think Dillian Whyte, the trip to Portugal, his time spent there, I hope it was worthwhile. Okay? And I'm glad he's dedicating himself to his craft, and making something out of all this mess that we've got ourselves into. Well, with Eddie Hearn, he's an opportunist. That's what most promoters do. They jump on the opportunity, and I think if he wants to help Dillian Whyte has to be ready. But I like the idea. If they can't have it, give it to Dillian Whyte. I said that already. Give the opportunity to Dillian Whyte. Let Fury fight Dillian Whyte, and if Fury can get past Whyte, okay, then the rest of that stuff all applies. Because Joshua already has his schedule with his mandatories because he's the unified two-time heavyweight champion of the world. So he has things to do. Whereas these guys, you have a guy with a contractual agreement to fight, but he doesn't necessarily have to fight now. Then you have Dillian Whyte that's worked his way to the mandatory. So I think by default, if it's a time restriction, Dillian Whyte needs to get his shot. So I agree with Eddie Hearn. You guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.